Hey again, guys. Today we're going to be making some things I saw on buddies and YouTube and other barbecue channels. They call them bacon shots, but I prefer to call them, when I'm making, a meat shot. The other guy mixed a bunch of cottage cheese and things in there, cream cheese. But I'm going to be doing strictly meat and a little bit of mixed cheese in there. So we're going to start off with some all beef kielbasa. And I'm going to cut a slice about a ½ inch thick. That's about a ½ inch. And I'm going to take some thick sliced bacon. And like our buddy out in Oklahoma, Kent Rollins, he said, why would anybody want thin sliced bacon? So we always use thick sliced bacon. I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to roll the kielbasa in the bacon right at the base of it. So it kind of makes like a little cup. And I'm going to take a round toothpick. You got to use round, not flat. And I'm going to stick it all the way through from one side to the other, from the bacon through the kielbasa, through to the bacon on the other side. And I'm going to end up making a little cup like that. It's about 1¼ inch deep or so you don't get a whole lot in there. I'm going to make up as many of these as I can with this kielbasa, and I'll come back and show you when they're finished. Alrighty, we got the cups all made here. I ended up getting 17 out of it. The limiting factor was the bacon, believe it or not, because it wasn't square cut on both ends. One end kind of faded out, and I wasn't able to get a good toothpick hole through it, so they wouldn't hold very well. So I ended up with a few pieces of kielbasa left over, but 17 of these is pretty good to start with. I'm going to pop these guys into the refrigerator, or as, again, my friend Kent Robbins says, in the ice box. But I'm going to put them in the freezer to stiffen up the bacon a little bit, maybe 15 or 20 minutes, while I mix up my other ingredients here. Okay, my other ingredients here is a pound of regular sausage here. This is a mild sausage. I'm not really big into spicy sausage. So get the package off of there. Pound of this mild sausage, and then I got mixture of 4 cheeses here, which I chopped up pretty finely because those meat shots are pretty small. So I'm going to put all this in here, and I'm going to blend it all together as best I can. Put a few little spices in here, a little bit of garlic powder. That's a precision measurement. Got a little onion powder I want to put in there. And just a touch of cumin. And we'll blend that in as well. Once I get it all mixed up pretty well, I'm going to start stuffing those meat shots with this. And what I have left over, I'll just make this into patties and have it for breakfast. Okay, that's mixed up pretty well. You see how our meat shots are doing in the freezer, and I'll be back. All right, it's been about 15 minutes. Take these cups, call them cups, stiffen up a little bit out of the freezer, and we're going to begin stuffing them with this sausage and cheese mix. There's probably a better way to do this, but I think just a little at a time and pushing it down in there works. Now this little cup held together pretty good. Some of these popped open and I may have to put an additional toothpick in them. And I'm going to put them on a wire rack before I put them on the pellet smoker. So we'll start packing these guys in. Not really squished in there too tight, but definitely want it full so that you get the full flavor here. That's about what we're looking for here. So we've got the piece of kielbasa flat on the bottom, wrapped with the bacon, a toothpick put in there, hold it together, and then the cheese and sausage mix stuffed in there. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff these, and I'll be back. Well, here we go. We have the cups all stuffed with the sausage. Ended up with just about enough. We had 17 cups, and I had enough to maybe make 2 more. So I made 2 little sausage balls, and I'm just gonna smoke those right here next to them. So a pound of sausage gives you maybe about 20 cups. So that's not too bad of a yield. I ended up having to put a couple toothpicks in a few of them. The bacon just wouldn't support the weight because of the way it was cut, but that's not a problem. You just have to warn people that there's toothpicks in there. So anyway, we got these all ready. I'm going to go up and fire up the Rectech pellet grill smoker, and we'll put them on. All right, we got the Rectech heated up to, we're going to do about 225 for about an hour and see how they look. We'll open this guy up. Take our meat shots here. Stick them right about in the middle on that grate. And we'll let them smoke here for about an hour and we'll check back on them. All right, it's been about an hour. We're going to check the temperature, make sure our sausage is done. We're looking for about 150 to 160 degrees. 161 there. 158 there. 158 there. 156. Check out a little meatball here. 170. 160. We're going to let them go a few more minutes here. I'm starting to heat up my barbecue sauce, which we'll drizzle on once we get them up to temperature. But they're looking good so far. All right, we're ready to take these things off and put them over here and drizzle some barbecue sauce onto them. Lift this thing up. They look good. Right there. Get our barbecue sauce, which has been heating up. And I'm just going to drizzle a little here on the top. Let it run down the sides maybe. I'm probably not going to do all of them. Some people like the sauce, some people don't like sauce. So we'll probably do about half of them. we get the sauce on them, we'll put them back in the smoker to let that stuff kind of caramelize a little bit on there. I use a sweet honey barbecue sauce. I like sweet barbecue sauce. Probably why I'm diabetic. I can put a little more on this first couple ones. Alright, that's about half of them, give or take. I think about another 15 minutes ought to do these guys. We'll see you in another 15 minutes. All right, it's been another 15 minutes. Take these guys off. Over here for right now. Let's get a good close-up of these things. One thing that's important to know about pellet smokers is you need to put them in a shutdown sequence. You can't just unplug them and turn them off. This one I put in a shutdown sequence, and you can see it's in a fan mode now, and it's got another 250 seconds to run with the fan. And what that does, it turns the heating element off, and the fan continues to blow, and the fire will go out. And once the fan stops running, the auger will reverse, and it'll show auger here on the panel as well, and it pulls the pellets back away from the firebox. And then after that, it shuts itself down, and you're good to go until the next time. But if you don't do that and you just unplug it, the fire will continue to go in the firebox, and it doesn't mean it will happen, but the fire could continue to burn the pellets that are still in the auger and make its way up to the hopper, and the entire hopper could start on fire. And that would be detrimental to your grill. So always be sure that you go into a shutdown sequence. Well guys, they've cooled a bit, and I put them in this pan here. I think it's time to give one of these a taste. I'm going to try one of the ones that's got the barbecue sauce on them. I'll pull out the toothpick so I don't impale myself. Oh yeah, that's good. You can taste the kielbasa that's done on the bottom, the sausage, the bacon, and a little sweet tang from the barbecue sauce makes a big difference. These will be a hit at any kind of backyard barbecue or tailgate event that you have. They're relatively quick and easy to make. So like and subscribe if you like these things, and we'll see you again.